Police officers say the gunman who killed the CEO of the largest U.S. health insurer likely left New York City on a bus soon as fleeing the scene on a bike and hopping in a cab. Chief of Detectives Joseph Kane has a video of a gunman fleeing Wednesday's shooting of HealthCare CEO Brian Sampson, showing him riding through Central Park and later taking a taxi to a bus terminal directly across from New Jersey.
NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenney, we've obtained this video tonight of the alleged killer riding on that bicycle before he drops it, but he's without his backpack on this bike. We slowed it down for you. Cops believe he dropped the backpack in the park. Then we're going to show you now exclusive footage of a brown shopping bag sitting next to a tree in Central Park near the 59th Street entrance. It's being guarded by an NYPD officer. Sources tell us that this bag contains clothing. Cops are now investigating whether they can connect this to this case. Now, experts have called this suspect methodical down this.
The police are searching for countless hours of video footage in hopes of finding more clues, such as whether the suspect met with anyone while in the city.
Person of interest. The NYPD has spent much of the late afternoon here in Central Park looking for what could be the alleged killer's backpack. A likely tip called into cops that may have dropped the backpack shortly after the murder. More than 100 officers have been on foot while drones fly above, pinpointing areas that may be more difficult to access. So we go back on the day of the murder. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch saying that the suspect got all the way to West 86th and Central Park West with his bike. He loses the bike and hops in a cab that takes him up to 178th and Broadway. That's a Port Authority bus center where interstate buses travel to and from New York. Investigators believe this alleged killer got on one of those buses.
Bicycle and riding into Central Park. We then later pick him up on 77th Street, exiting the park of Central Park West, still with the bicycle. Eventually, we have him on 86th Street and Columbus Avenue, walking. He loses the bike. And then from there, we have him in a taxi cab, and the taxi cab takes him up to 178th Street and Broadway, which, as we know, is a Port Authority bus center. Those buses are interstate buses. That's why we believe he may have left New York City.
Do you know what bus?
That's NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenney. We've obtained this video tonight of the alleged killer riding on that bicycle before he drops it, but he's without his backpack on this bike. We slowed it down for you. Cops believe he dropped the backpack in the park. Then we're going to show you now exclusive footage of a brown...
Remember to subscribe to CTV for more.